Okay, here's a quick look at the emini S&P through the eyes of emini day trader for Tuesday, February the 21st, 2012. At emini day trader, if you haven't watched any of our videos before, we always like to take a look at these market profiles to gauge the condition of the market. This is today's profile here. This is Monday. Of course, Monday regular trading hours was a very short day, just 2 hours of trading. And here's what occurred on Friday. So this is what happened Sunday evening. Going into Monday, this would happen Monday evening going into today. We had a target up there at 69 that I'd mentioned on Friday. As you can see, the market hit 69.50 overnight on Sunday evening, and by the time the low was made today, had dropped down to about 56, so some 13 points or so. So a nice little dip today, even overnight going into today, after the gap up that the market had here on Sunday evening. This was Friday's close over here. So a nice gap there. And then the market basically sold off until this low was made. And then we had a fairly nice bounce, not a huge bounce, but a pretty good bounce off the low, 56 to about 60 and change. So it's about 4.5 points. So I think what's more important here, though, is that the inability of the sellers to really control this market for the rest of the day, to my way of looking, is actually fairly bullish. And be looking in the 58 area for support, and then also if it can hold above 62. So I think these are really the key areas that we're looking at. This will be initial resistance, but could turn into support should the market hold above it. So that's really what we're looking at going into trade for tomorrow. Let's take a look here at the regular trading hours only market profiles. So you can see here, showing you here, this was today, this is the shortened one on Monday, this is Friday, and so forth. So we'd had the good move up last week, and then the gap opening here, and the higher opening Sunday evening and Monday, an attempt to sell off, come in. And now we're looking at probably testing 69 again would be my next suggestion. Maybe some trouble in around the 65 area in the meantime. Here is our software looking at the 1-minute chart. Our software, of course, is an add-on to NinjaTrader, and these are the charts that we're looking at. These are all made by NinjaTrader. So you can see our first trade right here was a short one right there. Then we had a long here. We had a short right here. And we had a couple of shorts here, a long here, and a late long here. So early in the session, by the way, this is our filter down below. When it's red, we have a bias to the short trades, and when it's green, as it was in the good hunk in the middle of the day, that's a bias to the upside to want to take long trades. Then we went back into bearish bias, and then finished off with a bullish bias. So the market was really, kind of going back and forth there throughout the day. It had some good movement as it opened here and sold off, made new highs and came down, made new lows, and then a bounce to finish the day. So this short trade, we did take it, moved a point and a quarter in our favor. So worst case scenario was a break even on that. We had another trade in here, nice long trade. It also moved a point and a quarter in our favor, and worst case scenario was a break even on that. This particular trade was a beautiful fill. Unfortunately, we all didn't get filled on it. There was not a lot of volume right here at 63.25, which was our entry price on that trade. And as you can see from 63.25, it had a very nice sell-off, came down here, made the low down there at 55.75, and then kind of went back and forth before it really had a good rally. So we had another trade in here. The market, this is a type of trade that stops, so that's why you don't see any dashed red arrow, because this particular trade is only valid for a short period of time, and then it stops, and that's why there's no entry here for short trade. But this short entry here was beautiful. Got short here at 58.75, dipped down to 55.75. And easily reaching our first two objectives and a point and a quarter on the final on that one. This long trade here, We actually didn't take this trade, even though it did bounce, came off, and then started to rally nicely. We ended up getting long a little bit later, as you can see with this up arrow here. Actually held that right till the close, and that was along at 58.75. So hitting our first two objectives on that, and so that trade worked out nicely. So we actually had one, two. We didn't get filled, or not everybody got filled on this one. So then the third trade was down here, and then the fourth trade was right here. So this one here, questionable. Some people got it, some people didn't. This one we did not take, this long right in here. And the reason being our support was a little bit lower. We hadn't, it was 55, so we didn't quite reach it. And we were in a neutral filter. So it was kind of stretching it to take it, although it actually ended up by working nicely because it did not stop us and then started to rally, but it helped us in our decision to get long a little bit later for this fourth trade right in here that I mentioned. So that had a nice move up higher. So a nicely profitable day. We are expecting movement higher. If it can hold above 62, we'd like to see that in order to sort of confirm this upward momentum. Otherwise, we're looking at support probably down fairly close to today's low, with the initial support a little bit higher, probably in around the 59 area. So that's a look at the market for today. Any questions or comments, you can get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. So thanks for watching, and we will have another video again for you tomorrow.